Hello friends, in this video we'll be seeing about the current affairs of 8/12/2020, and before getting into the current affairs I have to discuss about the NEET course registration for 2022 and TNPSC exam group 2 and 2A, which will be starting from March month. The classes will be starting from March month and registration will be ending by January 30, and kindly contact this number for more details. And now let's get into the current affairs. DRDO successfully test fire VLSR SAM. What is VLSR SAM? That is vertically launched short range surface to air missile. Vertically launched short range. SAM means surface to air missile. This developed for naval warship and it engages with its target around 15 kilometers. DRDO, the abbreviation for DRDO is Defense Research and Development Organization. DRDO also tested the HEAT, that is High Speed Expandable Aerial Target. Here HEAT stands for High Speed Expandable Aerial Target. And Abhyas, used for evaluation of various missile systems for ITR, that is Integrated Test Range. And the next one is Curtain Raiser Panics 21. What is meant by Curtain Raiser event? For humanitarian assistance and disaster relief exercise. Panics 21, this is for the member nations of BIMSTEC. What are the member nations of BIMSTEC are? Bangladesh, India, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Nepal and Bhutan. These are the countries, and these are the border countries of the India and Myanmar. Also, this is held in Kothari Auditorium, DRDO Bhavan. DRDO Bhavan is located in New Delhi. Exercise is planned to conduct at Pune. This will also witness participation from subject matters experts and delegates from India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka and Thailand. That is, these are the BIMSTEC countries. And the personality is very important. Those are dealing with BIMSTEC are Mr. Ajay Bhatt, Raksha Rajya Mantri, Mr. Tenzin Lekpel, Secretary General of BIMSTEC. He is the Secretary General of all the countries. And General Bipin Rawat, who is Chief of Defence Staff, General Manoj Mukund Narawane, who is Chief of Army Staff, and V.R. Chowdhury, Chief of Air Staff and Air Chief Marshal, Admiral R. Hari Kumar, Chief of Naval Staff, B.R. Krishnan, Chief of Integrated Staff, that is CISC, Air Marshal. These are very important, that may be asked in the defense exams also. That is postings with rank. And also the last two week BIMSTEC disaster management exercise, those are, the first one is DM, that is Disaster Management Exercise 2017, which held in Delhi. The second one 2020, which held in Puri. This culmination will assist government agencies in planning, preparation and conducting a humanitarian assistance and disaster relief management. This is a Curtain Raiser Panics of 21. And the next one is NCW launches a Pan India Capacity Building Program. She is a change maker. The name of the program is She is a Change Maker for Women in Politics. Here, NCW stands for National Commission for Women. National Commission for Women. This is to improve the leadership skill of grassroots women political leaders. The National Commission for Women launched a Pan-India Capacity Building Program. She is a change maker for representative at all level. The capacity building program will be undertaken in assistance with the region-wise training institute. Program launched by the chairperson of the NCW, who is Rekha Sharma. Ms. Rekha Sharma is a chairperson of NCW. This is a 3-day capacity building program for women in municipal corporation. Will be organized from 7th to 9th December. And the next one is Government plans to amend Notaries Act, puts draft bill in the public domain. That is, the government proposed to amend the Notaries Act to restrict the number of terms a person can practice as a notary to allow more young legal practitioners enter the field. The Notary Act 1952 was enacted to regulate the profession of notaries. What is Notarial Act? A Notarial Act is any written narration of facts drawn by a notary, notary public or civil law notary authenticated by the notary's signature. This is very important for the agreement. An official seal and detailing a procedure which has been transacted by or before the notary in their official capacity. And the next one is PM inaugurates the fertilizer plant and AIMS in UP's Gorakhpur. PM has inaugurated 3 mega projects which also includes AIMS, major fertilizer plant and Regional Medical Research Center for ICMR. What is ICMR? Stands for Indian Council of Medical Research. The first program is AIMS, the second program is fertilizer plant and third program is the Regional Medical Research Center for the ICMR. The new built fertilizer plant will be operated by HURL, Hindustan Uravarak Rasayan Limited. Okay. Hindustan Urvarak Rasayan Limited. The high-tech lab will also decrease the dependency of the area of big cities for tests related to vector-borne disease. This ICMR opens a test lab. And the next one, Nanda Prishti, Padma Shri awardee, dies in Odisha. She died at the age of 104. She has long contributed to education and social services. She is a centenarian teacher. She has dedicated her whole life for the education of the poor students in her area. And the next one, India ADB, that is Asian Development Bank loan sanction access to safe water and housing of urban poor in Tamil Nadu. Here, they improve the safe and affordable drinking water supply and sanitation service. This is done for Uttarakhand. And housing loan for Tamil Nadu people. Mainly in Uttarakhand, this is mainly for the Dehradun and Nainital. The Rajput Kumar Mishra, Additional Secretary, Department of Economical Affairs, and Takeo Konishi, Country Director of ADB's India Resident Mission. This project will construct 136 km of water pipe system to replace the defective water network. They have planned to construct 136 km of pipe connection. And also, ADB loan for housing urban poor in Tamil Nadu is flagship program according to the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, housing for all. Okay, and the next one is 3 Indian companies at top 100 arms sellers. The 3 Indian companies are Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, that is HAL, and the Bell Company, Bharat Electronics Limited, and the third one is Ordnance Factory Board, OFB. These are the 3 that raised into 100 arms sellers. And the next one is in the 28 agreement of the India-Russia, the cooperation pact also helps to deepen the collaboration in the space sector, including in the human space flight program, and also signed an agreement to build operation of launch vehicles. This joint statement will help to enhance the cooperation between the Russian State Space Corporation, Roscosmos, and the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, including in the human spaceflight programs and satellite navigations. Roscosmos, that is Russian State Space Corporation, and in India, ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. This joint agreement also includes the crude oil supply deals, manpower training, technology transfer for oil refineries, and research in the field of metallurgical technologies, among the others. And I'll also provide the link for the detailed 28 agreements signed between India and Russia. I'll also attach the agreements and MOU. And the next one is UAE. For the first time in the world, it is the first country to declare as just 4.5 days as a working days and 2.5 days as a weekend. This will be applied for governmental bodies of the UAE, United Arab Emirates, from January 1 of year 2022. The working hour also declared as 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And the next one, the World Inequality Report. The World Inequality Report is released by the famed French economist. The name of the economist is Thomas Piketty. He said that in India, the top 1 of the people have the income of total of India of 21.7% of India, and the top 10% of the people of India have the income of 57.1%. But the bottom 50% of the people have only just 13.1% of the income. So this shows the inequality between the income of the people. And the next one is Nagaland seeks AFSPA repeal. What is AFSPA? In June 2021, Ministry of Home Affairs has declared the entire state of Nagaland as disturbed area. for the 6 more months in the accordance with the Armed Force Special Power Act AFSPA. The AFSPA stands for Armed Force Special Power Act. The norms were extended for 6 more months, citing that Nagaland is in such a disturbed and dangerous condition that it is necessary to use the armed forces. And what is AFSPA? AFSPA provides the power to the armed force to maintain public orders in the distributed area. Under this act, armed force have a power to prohibit a gathering of 5 or more people. They are also free to use force or even open fire giving after warning. Also have power to arrest a person without warrant. What is disturbed area? Here the disturbed area under the section 3 of the AFSPA, an area is declared as disturbed area due to the differences or disputes between members of the different religion, language or regional group or caste or community. And the next one is NASA launches the LCRD, that is Laser Communication Relay Demonstration, from the Cape Canaveral space from the Florida. That is Cape Canaveral. Space Force Station in Florida. First ever laser communication system of NASA is LCRD. The most of the NASA spacecraft uses the radio frequency for communication to send the data, but the optical communication will help in increase the bandwidth by 10 to 100 times as compared to the radio communication system. What are all the features of the LCRD? Some of the features are it comprises two optical terminals. One is to receive data from the spacecraft and then to transmit the data to the Earth ground station. Advantage of the laser communication system is the laser communication system and the radio wave make use of different wavelength of light, so that it will be useful to differentiate the lights of laser. It also uses the infrared light. You can see this is an infrared light having a shorter wavelength as compared to radio waves. LCRD will send data to each at a speed of 1.2 gigabits per second. 1.2 gigabits per second is a speed like downloading a movie in just 1 minute. Next, optical power system of communication or having smaller size and weight, they require less power as compared to radio instruments. LCRD payload is hosted on board Space Test Program Satellite 6. Satellite 6. STP stands for Space Test Program. This is hosting the LCRD in the onboard of space. It will be a geosynchronous orbit above 35,000 km from Earth. It will be orbiting around the Earth at the distance of 35,000 kilometers. And the next one is Australia and US boycott of Beijing Winter Olympics. The Beijing Winter Olympics is planned to conduct in 2022 in the Beijing of China, and this is a Winter Olympics. And the past 3 Olympics, 2018, it was a Winter Olympics in the South Korea. And in 2020, it was conducted in Japan. It was a Summer Olympics. So these data are very important. And the next one is World Malaria Report. The World Malaria Report has been published by the World Health Organization, where the death case has been increased by 12% when compared to 2019. In 2020, the death rate has been increased by 12%. And also, the last one is about a General Bipin Rawat, PVSM, UYSM, AVSM, YSM, SM, VSM and ADC. This is today's news. He has died in the helicopter crash at the age of 64. The helicopter he went through was Indian Air Force Mi-17V5. This is the type of helicopter he has travelled, which has been crashed in the Kunnur of Nilgiri district in Tamil Nadu. Here he is the Chief of Defence Staff. General Bipin Rawat is a 4-star general. He is a 4-star general of Indian Army. And in this event we'll be seeing about his life and his turnover with the Indian Army. He was appointed as CDS in 30th December 2019 and officially became CDS officer in Jan 1, 2020. Okay, assumed in Jan 1, 2020. Also served as a 57th and last chairman of Chief of Staff Commission, and then 26th Chief of Army Staff of Indian Army, and 37th Chief of the Army Staff, Vice Chief of Army Staff. These are the number of, that is, position of the rank he has hold. And also he received award like PVSM, UYSM, AVSM, YSM, SM and VSM ADC, and we'll be seeing the abbreviation for this PVSM, Param Vishisht Seva Medal. And this UYSM is Uttam Yudh Seva Medal. And this AVSM stands for Ati Vishisht Seva Medal. And this YSM is Yuddha Seva Medal. This SM is Sena Medal. And VSM is Vishisht Seva Medal. And these are the medals he has honored with. And the unit he was worked with is 5x11 Gurkha Rifles. This is the battalion posting he was working with. And that's all for today's current affairs. And now I have to give you an information that from the date of 2nd December 2021 to till now, this 8th December 2021, the possible number of quizzes that can be asked or will be given as a PDF, so that you can pay for ₹10 and you can buy. The description will be providing the link for the payment. And also we will be discussing the free quizzes that has been uploaded daily in the description of daily's current affairs. The free quiz Sorry, we'll be discussing about the current affairs quiz that has been given free from the 2nd December to 8th December. This will be on the live session on Friday evening 7 p.m. Friday, the date is 10, right? 10th December 2021 evening 7 p.m. In the live, we'll be discussing about the current affairs quiz that have been provided for free. And all the possible questions you can download PDF by clicking on the link that will be providing in the description box. Okay, thank you. Stay tuned for more daily current affairs.